What is going on, Archie students? My name's Kyle, and this video is going to be what you can expect from your first week at architecture school. And this is actually a cutout or a snippet from the interview that I had with Jeannie Chan from New South Wales in Australia. She's a first year architecture student, and she talks about some of the things that you can expect from your first week in architecture school. So without further ado, let's get straight into that video.
Would you mind sharing with us kind of what your experience was in your first week of architecture school?
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of things that I feel like other architecture students should be aware of before they get into, their first couple weeks is things move very fast. Very, very fast. And you have to kind of keep your wits about you. Make sure you're on top of everything. Everything outside of your uni life is organized, especially if you're trying to work and, kind of things like that. Because I'm doing the same. Organization is really key. And also kind of understand that, I don't know how it is with other programs, but with us, it's like you're thrown in the deep end, really. With like our first studio project is to design stairs with SketchUp. And you have to do a lot of figuring things out for yourself outside of your uni lectures or tutorials. In saying that, the best thing or the best result, speaking to some of my other friends also in the same degree, the ones that do better are typically the ones that do experiment outside of what's required in the brief that uni gives you, because they just have so much more experience working with the different programs that are so novel to us. Yeah, making sure that you're expanding your knowledge and teaching yourself things outside of the course. It's so important at this stage as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And were you nervous at all during your first week?
Not really. I'm not really a nervous person unless I'm put on the spot about something I have no idea about. I wasn't really nervous, but it was definitely a little bit of apprehension because obviously it's something you've never done before. So you're kind of more alert, trying to take everything in and keeping on top of everything. But it wasn't really nerves for me.
Yeah. See, I was on the complete other end of that. I was a wreck. Really, in the end, there is nothing to be nervous about, as you were saying.
I guess not nervous, but some experiences I've had also in my first week is there have been some people that has dropped out already.
Yeah.
So obviously there's, such a big cohort, there's going to be lots of different people, but I feel like obviously do your research and everything before you get into architecture. But once you kind of figure out or you're not sure about it, I think it's so much better to drop out early instead of later. If it so happens that you figure out, this isn't what you want to do, it's better to do that early.
Yeah, I agree with that as well, because I'm in my third year now, and there are some students who have been saying they're going to drop out since the first year, and they've kind of just stuck to it, and you can see how miserable it's making them, and they feel like they've got to finish their degree because they've started it and they've got to finish what they've started. But yeah, you can just tell it's not really going to be the best option for them.
In the industry, you're going against people like you, for example, who are obviously very passionate about what you're doing. Yeah, it's not a good idea to stay in something just for the sake of it because you're not going to be competitive. Kind of my take on it as well.
But saying that, there's always a way to build up the passion for it and to get to that motivation level, I guess, so that you are one of those students who are the competitive ones in the industry. Could you run us through what subjects you have? Like you'd have, I guess, 3 or 4 classes, and could you tell us what they are?
Yeah, so right now, because UNSW is a little bit different, we do trimesters. So okay. I'm in my first trimester and we do 3 courses. So that's, we have a studio class, sort of workshop. It's different from a classroom environment. And then we have a communications course. So that's to do with kind of learning, Photoshop and Illustrator, that kind of stuff, to get your ideas that you're coming up with in studio across. That's what that class is aimed for. And then there's an intro and enabling course class. It's more academic. It's like a research-based course. Basically, all of us are assigned a specific house that has been significant in the world of architecture, and we do the whole term is to research that house and to later on to create renders and models of that house. So yeah, it's very different, all 3 classes, but all of them happen simultaneously.
If you guys enjoyed that, please go check out the full interview with Jeannie Chan. It was such a great episode, and the reason why I'm sharing it now again is because it really is just a lot of value in that episode, and it's really going to help you understand what you can expect from your first week at architecture school. So if you enjoyed this, go check that out, and if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.